What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Trucker's Life. I'm Jorge Navarro. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you've already been subscribed, well, welcome back, guys. Finally back on the road. Woo! When I'm home longer than a couple of days, I start going a little crazy and I start missing my truck, missing the road. And then as soon as I get on the road, I'm on the road for 2 or 3 days, and I start missing my house and missing my kids and my wife. So who understands me, right? I guess just myself. But finally back on the road, headed up to the cold. Time to go play with some cold, possibly some snow. This should be interesting. It should be a very interesting trip going up to the Chicago area. And I'm starting late. It's a late load. Got called around 4 p.m. Hey, I got a load for you. Can you go do it? And I got nothing else to do, so I'm like, yeah, let's go. So got all my stuff together, threw it all in the truck, and doing, just did my pre-trip and waiting for the clock to get ready. And I'm gonna put it in the wind, go make a little bit of money, because it was starting to get a little scary there for a little bit that I wasn't gonna be able to do anything this week. And then we got Christmas coming up, and all this money is about to get spent, unfortunately, but true. It's Christmas time. Time to get broke and more in debt. But anyways, so yep. I had a request by man, I have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I had a request by one of my subscribers that he wanted me to do. See if I could find it. See if I can find it. Uncle Redneck wanted a little bit. He's about to become a truck driver, so he's gonna go through driver school. Good luck to you, brother. Good luck. It's gonna work out fine. Just pay attention, and you'll be fine. Try to get all the endorsements you can. The more endorsements, the more opportunities you have out there to be able to do it. To be able to work. And he, anyways, he asked me if I could do a little bit of radio stuff on the CB radio. Now, I've talked before. I didn't have a CB radio. I mean, I've always had a CB radio, but I had taken it out, and then I've had it in the truck, and then I just recently put it back because I really don't use it. I really don't use my CB. I use mostly all the stuff that I need is really gonna be on your phone, man. But that's what I mostly use. Trucker Path is the biggest one that I use, just because it kind of tells you, like, most of the information that you found out from the radio is pretty much on your phone now. Especially the Trucker Path, which is the one I use, guys. If you use any other ones, comment down below. Let me know what else I could use. But I normally use the Trucker Path because it'll tell you, one, if the truck stops are full, and you click on the truck stop and it'll kind of tell you if it's full or not. It's not 100% right, but it's just about as much as the radio is, because it's all what do you call it? Kind of like an honor system. Just tells them the Trucker Path drivers themselves post if it's full or not. The CB radio is going to be a driver telling you also, so if it's full or not too. And also, where there's cops, I use Google Maps or Google Earth when I'm Google Maps when I'm traveling. I use Google Maps, and it'll kind of show you where a cop is at. But yeah, this thing, to me personally, guys, if you use it, hey, great. If you spend a lot of money on these things, awesome. But to me, it's just not. It's an obsolete kind of thing to me. Most of the stuff that you get off of that, especially when you're in traffic jams, a truck driver, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, is negativity. There's a lot of negativity, a lot of just craziness talked on the radio, and I'm not about that. So when I'm in traffic, I don't turn it on. I might listen a little bit to maybe what's going on, but nine times out of 10, your phone is going to tell you there's a crash and how long the crash, how long you're going to be in traffic and all that kind of stuff, and alternative routes and all that cool stuff. Don't listen to alternative routes now for truck drivers, because they're not going to be there for you. They're just for cars. So make sure you pay attention to that. Do not follow Google Maps alternative routes when you're stuck in an accident. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. But on the CB, like going back to the CB, I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't really use it. But we can talk about it. You wanted to know what type of like lingo out here and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you some, but I don't know them all. And I know there's a lot of truck drivers that have been out here for a long time to know all of these things. If you guys comment down below too on some of the stuff that I might miss. Let's see, I mean, what you find out is, you know, like basically, like if you're trying to find out about if the weigh station's open, the chicken coop, you get on the radio, hey, what's that chicken coop doing? Or they call it, are they checking the ground pressure up ahead? So you basically call out to your opposite, you know, wherever you're going. So if you're going southbound, you, how about you northbound? What's that chicken coop doing on my side? And they'll let you know if it's open, closed. You know, they'll be like, you know, they're in there right now. They're in there and it's closed. You know, they'll let you know that kind of stuff. Another one is basically about the cops. Okay, so if they're going to tell you about a cop, they're going to tell you, you know, there's a bear on the northbound side at mile marker such and such, and they're going to tell you it's a full-grown bear with a four-wheeler. So they're going to say, if they say it's a full-grown bear, 9 times out of 10 is one that's by himself, that's ready to get some from you or me or any of us. But if not, they're gonna say, you know, it's a bear with a four-wheeler. That's normally, my understanding, it's normally the state cops that they call. Well, I think maybe all the cops, they call them bears, but I've known that in my years that the city cops, they'll call them city kitties, and the county cops, they'll call them, you'll see on the radio, it's a county mountie. Or if they're motorcycle cops, they'll call them Evel Knievels. So you got Evel Knievel, you know, shooting you in the gas hole or something like that, which shooting you in the gas hole means, you know, sometimes it means that they're kind of hiding, and as you go by, they're getting your speed. So that's another one also. What else, guys? There's a gator. There's a gator on the road, and they'll tell you what lane it's in. You know, hammer lane, fast lane, of course, slow lane, slow lane. Yeah, so, you know, what else? Oh, mile markers, call them yardsticks. Yardstick 100, yardstick 101, 102, or whatever. They call them yardsticks on the mile markers. What's another one, guys? That's real popular. Channel 19, of course, is the channel you're going to be on. Now on the West Coast, I think they run, if I'm not mistaken, it's channel 16. Because I was out there when I first started driving trucks, and I was kind of into these radio things. I got out there to the West Coast and nobody would answer the radio, and I'm like, what's going on? Ain't nobody answering this radio. And then I found out from another driver that they run on a different channel over there, channel 16, I think. And it's I think it's all up and down the West Coast, on 5 actually, in California and Oregon, Washington. I think they all run channel 16. There are some Spanish channels. There is a Spanish channel. I'm not familiar which one that is. Just because, like I said, I don't really use my radio, so I really don't worry about none of that. I know you guys are going to comment down below and let them know what other call signs are out there. Oh, if you need some information, you know, Breaker 19, or if you want a radio check, you know, can I get a radio check? And they'll reply to you, it's in the mail. Like it's a check, it's in the mail. I don't know. I'll think about more, and as we go on this trip, I'll continue talking about it. And you know, I'll let you know about a little more. But I think those are the main ones that we use out here, or they use out here on the road. But like I said, I don't use it. I just use my phone on all that kind of stuff. But so yeah, let's put some miles down because it's late and we gotta get going. Let's go. Finally just backed up to my trailer, got my pre-trip, got the trailer checked out, landing gears up, all my lights are working. I did check that all my lights are working, and we are good to head on out. If the lights break along the way and I get DOT inspected again, it happens. I don't even know what else to say. But yeah, well, yesterday that I did that Celadon video, you know, still, guys, if you find anybody out there that needs help, that's still stranded, help them get to their destination, help them get to a bus station, an airport, whatever. Continue trying to find those guys and help them out to get to their spot. I saw a little more stuff on it, and it seemed like the company itself was a pretty good company, from what I've heard from other drivers. I've spoke to other drivers that have worked for Celadon before, and they said it was a pretty decent company for a big company. It was just that the CEO and the COO, they were lying on the books, and when they lied on the books, they were inflating the price of the trucks that they had. When they had older, raggedier trucks, they were inflating the price on the trucks, and it ended up being that they really weren't worth that, and they were telling the investors that, and the investors were giving them money towards, to keep the company going. And then they found out that was going on, that the books were fraudulent. Those two guys got arrested, and then everything fell like dominoes, unfortunately. Still a tough situation. Maybe the feds hit them up at the wrong time of year to make a domino effect where everybody lost their job around the Christmas time. Can't blame it on just the feds. The guys shouldn't have done what they were supposed to do, but it's just sad that a company that was decent got taken down because of those two bad apples, right? So, continue being a sad situation on that. But let's remain positive. Hopefully you guys find jobs and continue moving on, which I need to get moving on, because it's already 8 o'clock, 7:54. So it's 8 o'clock. It's going to be a long one tonight, but with a lot of coffee and a lot of listening to music, we're going to make it through. It should be an easy one, so let's go. Let's get out of here. Put her in the wind.
Taking my hand, leading the way, staying the night. Looking at you, making your moves, there is no silence. I wish you'd never let go. All this moving in the zone, I'ma lose it out of control. Yeah. Looking so sweet.
Woo, that was a long night. Long night. I'm tired. If there's one thing that I hate more than anything, is watching the sun go down and it coming back up. I don't know, for some reason, whenever that happens, I feel like it just drains me. Like, I can drive. Like, if I were to wake up in the morning, like right now, if I were to wake up right now at 7 a.m. and drive all the way up until 5 in the morning, like we used to, I could be good, no problem. But if I see that sun come up, it's game over for me. I don't know why, I've always been that way, but I'm a little wore out right now. But I started my trucking career or something like that, right there. Yeah, I can see it real good. Oh, there it is. My bad. That right there, started my trucking career, one of them. Actually, I started it on a school bus, and that was my second job right there. That's when I first started jamming gears in a concrete mixer, similar to that one. But yeah, I'm going to bed, guys. I'm going to bed, because it is calling my name. I'm gonna roll back there and get some Z's, because I am. Very few times that this happens to me, but I'm wore out right now. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell down there. Anybody contemplating suicide, don't do it. We love you. 1-800 number is down at the bottom too. For anybody contemplating suicide, get some help. We love you guys. Don't do it. But with that being said, this tired dude right here is about to jump in that bed. Peace. And I'm out of here.